Psalm 114. I have loved because the Lord shall hear the voice of my supplication. For he inclined his ear to me, and in my days I shall call upon him. The pains of death surrounded me, the dangers of Hades found me. I found affliction and grief. Then I called upon the Lord's name. O Lord, save my soul. The Lord is merciful and righteous, and our God has mercy. The Lord is he who watches over children. I was humbled, and he saved me. Return, O my soul, to your rest, because the Lord showed you kindness. For he delivered my soul from death, my eyes from tears, and my feet from slipping. I shall be well pleasing before the Lord in the land of the living. Psalm 115. I believed, therefore I spoke. I was greatly humbled. I said in my ecstasy, every man is a liar. What shall I give back to the Lord for all he rendered to me? I will take up the cup of salvation and call upon the name of the Lord. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his holy ones. O Lord, I am your servant. I am your servant and the son of your handmaid. You broke apart my bonds. I will offer a sacrifice of praise. I shall pay my vows to the Lord in the presence of all his people, in the courts of the Lord's house, in your midst, O Jerusalem. Psalm 116. Praise the Lord, all you Gentiles. Praise him, all you peoples, for his mercy rules over us, and the truth of the Lord endures forever. Psalm 117. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever. Let the house of Israel say that he is good, for his mercy endures forever. Let the house of Aaron say that he is good, for his mercy endures forever. Let all who fear the Lord say that he is good, for his mercy endures forever. In affliction I called upon the Lord, and he heard me in a broad place. The Lord is my helper. I shall not be afraid of what man will do to me. The Lord is my helper. I shall look upon my enemies. It is good to trust in the Lord rather than to trust in man. It is good to hope in the Lord rather than to hope in rulers. All the nations surrounded me, but in the name of the Lord I defended myself against them. They circled and surrounded me, but in the name of the Lord I defended myself against them. They surrounded me like bees around a honeycomb, and they were inflamed like fire in a thorn bush. But in the name of the Lord I defended myself against them. I was shoved and disheartened that I might fall, but the Lord took hold of me. The Lord is my strength and my song, and he became my salvation. The sound of exceeding joy and salvation is in the tents of the righteous. The right hand of the Lord worked its power. The right hand of the Lord exalted me. The right hand of the Lord worked its power. I shall not die, but live, and tell of the Lord's works. The Lord chastened and corrected me, but he did not give me up to death. Open the gates of righteousness to me. I will enter therein and give thanks to the Lord. This is the gate of the Lord. The righteous shall go in through it. I will give thanks to you, for you heard me, and you became my salvation. The stone the builders rejected, the same became the head of the corner. And this came about from the Lord, and it is wonderful in our eyes. This is the day the Lord made. Let us greatly rejoice and be glad therein. O Lord, save us now. O Lord, prosper us now. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. We blessed you from the house of the Lord. God is the Lord, and he revealed himself to us. Appoint a feast for yourselves, decked with branches, even to the horns of the altar. You are my God, and I will give thanks to you. You are my God, and I shall exalt you. I will give thanks to you, for you heard me, and you became my salvation. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever. Psalm 118. Blessed are the blameless in the way, who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are those who search out his testimonies. They shall search for him with their whole heart. For those who work lawlessness do not walk in his ways. You commanded us regarding your commandments, that we should be very diligent to keep them. Would that my ways were led, that I might keep your ordinances. Then I would not be ashamed when I regard all your commandments. I will give thanks to you, O Lord, with an upright heart. When I learn the judgments of your righteousness, I shall keep your ordinances. Do not utterly forsake me. How shall a young man keep his way straight? When he keeps your words. I searched for you with my whole heart. Do not drive me away from your commandments. I hid your teachings in my heart, so as not to sin against you. Blessed are you, O Lord. Teach me your ordinances. With my lips I declared all the judgments of your mouth. I delight in the way of your testimonies as much as in all riches. I shall meditate on your commandments, and I shall understand your ways. I shall meditate on your ordinances. I shall not forget your words. Reward your servant. I shall live and keep your words. Unveil my eyes, and I shall understand the wonders in your law. I am a sojourner on the earth. Do not hide your commandments from me. My soul longs to desire your judgments in every season. You rebuke the arrogant. Those who turn aside from your commandments are accursed. Take away reproach and contempt from me, for I searched your testimonies. For rulers sat and spoke against me, but your servant meditated on your ordinances. For your testimonies are my meditation, and your ordinances are my counsels. My soul cleaves to the earth. Give me life according to your word. I made known my ways, and you heard me. Teach me your ordinances. Cause me to understand the way of your ordinances, and I shall meditate on your wonders. My soul fainted because of its listlessness. Establish me in your words. Remove the way of unrighteousness from me, and with your law have mercy on me. I chose the way of truth. I have not forgotten your judgments. I cleave to your testimonies. O Lord, do not disappoint me. I ran on the path of your commandments when you enlarged my heart. Give me as law, O Lord, the way of your ordinances, and I shall always search them. Cause me to understand, and I shall search out your law, and I shall keep it with my whole heart. Guide me in the path of your commandments, for I desire it. Incline my heart to your testimonies, and not to greediness. Turn away my eyes that I may not see vanity. Give me life in your way. Establish your teaching and your servant in regard to your fear. Take away my blame which I have suspected, for your judgments are good. Behold, I long for your commandments. Give me life in your righteousness. And may your mercy come upon me, O Lord, your salvation according to your teaching. And I shall answer those who insult me with a word, for I hope in your words. Do not take away the word of truth completely from my mouth, for I hope in your judgments. So I shall keep your law always, forever and unto ages of ages. And I walk in a broad space, for I searched your commandments. I spoke of your testimonies before kings, and I was not ashamed. And I meditate on your commandments, which I love exceedingly. And I raise my hands to your commandments, which I love, and I meditate on your ordinances. Remember your word to your servant, in which you give me hope. This comforted me in my humiliation, for your teaching gives me life. The arrogant transgressed exceedingly, but I did not turn away from your law. I remembered your judgments of old, O Lord, and I was comforted. Despondency held me because of sinners who abandon your law. Your ordinances were sung to me in the place of my sojourning. I remembered your name in the night, O Lord, and I kept your law. This happened to me in the night because I searched your ordinances. You are my portion, O Lord. I said, I will keep your law. I sought your presence with my whole heart. Have mercy on me according to your teaching. I considered your ways, and I turned my feet toward your testimonies. I prepared myself, and I was not troubled, that I might keep your commandments. The ropes of sinners ensnared me, but I did not forget your law. At midnight I arose to give thanks to you because of the judgments of your righteousness. I am a companion of all who fear you and keep your commandments. O Lord, the earth is full of your mercy. Teach me your ordinances. O Lord, you dealt with your servant in goodness, according to your word. Teach me goodness, instruction, and knowledge, for I believe your commandments. Before I was humbled, I transgressed. Therefore I kept your teaching. You are good, O Lord, and in your goodness teach me your ordinances. The unrighteousness of the arrogant multiplied against me, but I will search out your commandments with my whole heart. Their heart was curdled like milk, but I meditated on your law. It is good for me that you humbled me, that I might learn your ordinances. The law of your mouth is good for me, rather than thousands of pieces of gold and silver. Your hands made and fashioned me. Instruct me, and I will learn your commandments. Those who fear you will see me and be glad, because I hope in your words. I know, O Lord, your judgments are righteousness, and you humbled me with truth. Let your mercy be for my comfort, according to your teaching to your servant. Let your compassions come to me, and I shall live, for your law is my meditation. Let the arrogant be shamed, for they transgressed unjustly against me, but I shall meditate on your commandments. Let those who fear you turn to me, and those who know your testimonies. Let my heart be blameless in your ordinances, that I may not be disappointed. My soul earnestly longs for your salvation, and I hope in your word. My eyes strain to look at your teaching, saying, when will you comfort me? I am like a leather bag in a frost. I did not forget your ordinances. How many are the days of your servant? When will you execute judgment for me upon those who persecute me? Transgressors describe their meditations to me, but these are not like your law, O Lord. All your commandments are truth. They persecuted me unjustly. Help me. They almost ended my life on earth, but I did not forsake your commandments. Give me life according to your mercy, and I shall keep the testimonies of your mouth. Forever, O Lord, your word continues in heaven. Your truth continues from generation to generation. You laid the foundation of the earth, and it continues. By your arrangement, each day continues, for all things are your servants. If your law were not my meditation, I would have perished in my humiliation. I will never forget your ordinances, for in them you give me life, O Lord. I am yours, save me. For I search your ordinances. Sinners waited for me to kill me. I understood your testimonies. I saw the limit of every accomplishment. Your commandment is exceedingly broad. How I love your law, O Lord! It is my meditation the whole day long. You make me wiser than my enemies with your commandment, for it is mine forever. I understand more than all my teachers, for your testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the elders, for I search your commandments. I withheld my feet from every evil way, that I might keep your words. I did not turn away from your judgments, for you taught me your law. How sweet to my taste are your teachings, more than honey and the honeycomb in my mouth. I gain understanding because of your commandments. Therefore I hate every unrighteous way. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my paths. I swore and confirmed that I would keep the judgments of your righteousness. I was humbled exceedingly. O Lord, give me life according to your word. Be well pleased with the free will offerings of my mouth, O Lord, and teach me your judgments. My soul is always in your hands, and I have not forgotten your law. Sinners set snares for me, but I did not wander from your commandments. I inherited your testimonies forever, for these are the exceeding joy of my heart. I incline my heart to do your ordinances forever for a reward. Transgressors I hate, but I love your law. You are my helper and my protector. I hope in your word. Turn away from me, you evildoers, and I shall search out the commandments of my God. Uphold me according to your teachings and give me life, and may you not disappoint my expectation. Help me, and I shall be saved, and I shall meditate always in your ordinances. You set at naught all who departed from your ordinances, for their thought is unrighteous. I counted as transgressors all the sinners of the earth. For this reason I always love your testimonies. Nail my flesh with the fear of you, for I fear you because of your judgments. I work judgment and righteousness. Do not deliver me to those who wrong me. Take your servant to that which is good. Do not let the arrogant falsely accuse me. My eyes strain to look at your salvation and at the teaching of your righteousness. Deal with your servant according to your mercy, and teach me your ordinances. I am your servant. Cause me to understand, and I shall know your testimonies. It is time for the Lord to act. They broke your law. For this reason I love your commandments more than gold and topaz. Therefore I directed myself to all your commandments. I hated every unrighteous way. Wondrous are your testimonies. For this reason my soul searches them out. The revelation of your words gives light, and it causes children to understand. I opened my mouth and drew in my breath, for I longed for your commandments. Look upon me and have mercy on me, according to the judgment of those who love your name. Direct my steps according to your teaching, and let no lawlessness rule over me. Ransom me from the slander of men, and I will keep your commandments. Make your face shine upon your servant, and teach me your ordinances. My eyes poured down streams of tears because they did not keep your law. Righteous are you, O Lord, and upright is your judgment. You commanded your testimonies exceedingly, in righteousness and truth. The zeal of your house caused me to yearn for home, for my enemies forgot your words. Your teaching is exceedingly purified in fire, and your servant loves it. I am young, and beheld as nothing, but I have not forgotten your ordinances. Your righteousness is righteousness forever, and your law is truth. Affliction and trouble found me, but your commandments are my meditation. Your testimonies are righteousness forever. Give me understanding, and I shall live. I cry out with my whole heart, hear me, O Lord. I shall search your ordinances. I cry out to you, save me, and I shall keep your testimonies. I arose at midnight and cried out. I hoped in your words. My eyes awoke before dawn, that I might meditate on your teachings. Hear my voice, O Lord, according to your mercy. Give me life according to your judgment. Those who persecute me in lawlessness drew near. They are far removed from your law. You are near, O Lord. All your commandments are truth. From the beginning I knew your testimonies, that you established them forever. Behold my humiliation and deliver me, for I have not forgotten your law. Plead my cause and redeem me. Give me life because of your word. Salvation is far from sinners, for they have not searched your ordinances. Your compassions are many, O Lord. Give me life according to your judgment. Many are those who pursue and afflict me, but I did not turn away from your testimonies. I saw those acting foolishly, and I yearned for you, for they did not keep your teachings. Behold, I love your commandments. O Lord, in your mercy give me life. The beginning of your words is truth, and all the judgments of your righteousness are forever. Rulers persecuted me without cause, but my heart feared because of your words. I shall greatly rejoice in your teachings. Like one finding great spoil, I hate and abhor unrighteousness, but I love your law. I praise you 7 times a day for the judgments of your righteousness. Great peace have all who love your law, and it is not an offense to them. I long for your salvation, O Lord, and I love your commandments. My soul keeps your testimonies, and I love them exceedingly. I keep your commandments and your testimonies, for all my ways are before you. O Lord, let my supplication draw near before you, O Lord. Give me understanding according to your teaching. May my petition come before you. Deliver me according to your teaching. My lips shall overflow in song when you teach me your ordinances. My tongue shall speak of your teaching, for all your commandments are righteousness. Let your hand be for saving me, for I chose your commandments. I long for your salvation, O Lord, and your law is my meditation. My soul shall live and praise you, and your judgment shall help me. I went astray like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I have not forgotten your commandments. Psalm 119. To the Lord in my affliction I cried out, and he heard me. O Lord, deliver my soul from unjust lips, and from a deceitful tongue. What should be given you, and what added to you, against a deceitful tongue? The arrows of the mighty one are sharpened, with hot coals from the desert. Woe is me, my sojourning was prolonged. I dwelt with the tents of Kedar. My soul sojourned a long time as a resident alien. With those who hate peace I was peaceful. When I spoke to them, they made war against me without cause. Psalm 120. I lifted my eyes to the mountains. From where shall my help come? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Let not your foot be moved, neither let him who keeps you slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord shall keep you. The Lord is your shelter at your right hand. The sun shall not burn you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall keep you from all evil. The Lord shall keep your soul. The Lord shall keep your coming in and your going out from this present time and unto the ages. Psalm 121. I was glad when they said to me, let us go into the house of the Lord. Our feet stand in your courts, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem is built as a city whose compactness is complete. There the tribes went up, the tribes of the Lord, a testimony to Israel, to give thanks to the name of the Lord. For thrones sat there for judgment, thrones over the house of David. Ask now for things regarding the peace of Jerusalem, and there is prosperity for those who love you. Let there now be peace in your power, and prosperity in your citadels. For the sake of my brothers and my neighbors, I indeed spoke peace concerning you. For the sake of the house of the Lord our God, I saw good things for you. Psalm 122. I lift my eyes to you who dwell in heaven. Behold, as the eyes of servants look to the hands of their masters, as the eyes of the maidservant look to the hands of her mistress, so our eyes look to the Lord our God until he shall have compassion on us. Have mercy on us, O Lord, have mercy on us, for we are greatly filled with contempt. Our soul is greatly filled with it. We are a disgrace to those who prosper, and a contempt to the arrogant. Psalm 123. If the Lord had not been with us, let Israel now say, if the Lord had not been with us, when men rose up against us, then they would have swallowed us alive. When their anger raged against us, then the water would have drowned us. Our soul would have passed through a torrent, then our soul would have passed through a water that is overwhelming. Blessed is the Lord, who did not give us as prey to their teeth. Our soul was delivered like a sparrow from the snare of the hunters. The snare was broken, and we were delivered. Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Psalm 124. Those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion. He who dwells in Jerusalem shall be unshaken forever. The mountains surround her, and the Lord surrounds his people from this present time and unto the ages. The Lord will not permit the rod of sinners to be upon the inheritance of the righteous, lest the righteous stretch out their hands in lawlessness. Do good, O Lord, to the good, and to the upright in heart. But those who turn aside to crooked ways, the Lord shall lead away with the workers of lawlessness. Peace be upon Israel. Psalm 125. When the Lord returned the captives of Zion, we became like those who are comforted. Then our mouth was filled with joy, and our tongue with exceeding joy. Then they shall say among the Gentiles, The Lord did great things with them. The Lord has done great things with us. We were glad. Return, O Lord, our captivity like streams in the south. Those who sow with tears shall reap with exceeding joy. They went forth and wept, carrying their seeds with them. But they shall return with exceeding joy, carrying their sheaves. Psalm 126. Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. Unless the Lord guard the city, those who guard it stay awake in vain. It is in vain for you to rise early, to awaken from your rest, you who eat the bread of grief, when he gives his beloved ones sleep. Behold, children are the Lord's inheritance, the fruit of the womb his reward. Like arrows in the hand of a mighty one, so are the children of those who were outcast. Blessed is the man who shall fulfill his desire with them. They shall not be ashamed when they speak to their enemies at the gate. Psalm 127. Blessed are all who fear the Lord, who walk in his ways. You shall eat the fruits of your labor. You are blessed, and it shall be well with you. Your wife shall be like a vine, prospering on the sides of your house. Your children like newly planted olive trees around your table. Behold, so shall the man be blessed who fears the Lord. May the Lord bless you from Zion, and may you see the good things of Jerusalem all the days of your life. May you see your children's children. Peace be upon Israel. Psalm 128. Many times they warred against me from my youth. Let Israel now say, Many times they warred against me from my youth, yet they did not overcome me. The sinners schemed behind my back. They prolonged their lawlessness. The righteous Lord cut in pieces the necks of sinners. Let all who hate Zion be shamed and turn back. Let them become like grass on the housetops, which withers before it is plucked up, like grass with which the reaper does not fill his hand, nor the gatherer of sheaves his bosom. Neither do those who pass by say to them, The Lord's blessing be upon you. In the Lord's name we bless you. Psalm 129. Out of the depths I have cried to you, O Lord. O Lord, hear my voice. Let your ears be attentive to the voice of my supplication. If you, O Lord, should mark transgressions, O Lord, who would stand? For there is forgiveness with you. Because of your law, O Lord, I waited for you. My soul waited for your word. My soul hopes in the Lord. From the morning watch until night, from the morning watch until night, let Israel hope in the Lord. For with the Lord there is mercy, and with him is abundant redemption, and he shall redeem Israel from all his transgressions. Psalm 130. O Lord, my heart is not exalted, neither are my eyes raised up, neither am I carried along in great things, nor in things too marvelous for me. If I were not humble-minded, but exalted my soul, like a child weaned from his mother, so you would reward my soul. Let Israel hope in the Lord, from this present time and unto the ages. Psalm 131. Remember David, O Lord, in all his meekness, how he swore to the Lord, how he vowed to the God of Jacob, I shall not enter my dwelling, I shall not recline on my bed, I shall not close my eyes in sleep, nor my eyelids for dozing, nor give any rest to my temples, until I find a place for the Lord, a tabernacle for the God of Jacob. Behold, we heard of it in Ephrathah. We found it in the plains of the woods. Let us enter into his tabernacles. Let us worship at the place where his feet stood. Arise, O Lord, into your rest, you and the ark of your holiness. Your priests shall clothe themselves in righteousness. Your saints shall greatly rejoice, for your servant David's sake. Do not turn away from the face of your anointed. The Lord swore to David this truth, and he shall not reject it. I shall set upon your throne one from the fruit of your loins. If your sons keep my covenant, and these testimonies I shall teach them, then their sons shall sit upon your throne forever. For the Lord has chosen Zion, he chose her for his dwelling. This is my place of rest unto ages of ages. Here I shall dwell, for I have chosen her. Blessing, I shall bless her provision. I shall satisfy her poor with bread, and I shall clothe her priests with salvation, and her saints shall rejoice exceedingly with great joy. There I shall cause to spring up a horn for David. There I prepared a lamp for my anointed. His enemies I shall clothe with shame. Upon him shall my sanctification flourish. Psalm 132. Behold now, what is so good or so pleasant as for brothers to dwell together in unity? It is like fragrant oil running down upon the beard of Aaron, running down upon the border of his garment. It is like the dew of Hermon, running down upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessing and life forever. Psalm 133. Behold now, bless the Lord, all you servants of the Lord, who stand in the house of the Lord, in the courts of the house of our God. In the nights lift up your hands to the Holy of Holies, and bless the Lord. May the Lord bless you from Zion, he who made heaven and earth.